Hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and this time we are going to be checking your energy again. We're going to see what is going on with you and everything else that we can find out regarding your energy. So you may have noticed that I have been absent for a couple of weeks. I haven't uploaded, and it's been because I really needed some time out for myself to kind of recharge my batteries and get myself on get myself in a good place again, because I was quite struggling emotionally and mentally speaking. So I really needed some time out, and yeah, that's why I've been missing for some time. But I am back now, and I am very excited to do this reading for you guys. So yeah, this is still a general reading though. I do have to remind you, please use your discernment when watching these readings, because not all of the messages are going to be targeted at you. If you find that I'm talking about something and it really doesn't ring any bells, the situation doesn't sound familiar whatsoever, it might just not be your message, and it's best to just leave it. Only take the parts that truly do speak to you, that you resonate with, that you feel apply to your current circumstances, okay? Okay, so that's the reading. We're going to start with the Energy Oracle deck, as always, with the energy readings. And we are going to see, first and foremost, what is your main driving force right now, what is being purified or healed within you, and what is being strengthened within you. So let's see, what is your main driving force? Exciting stuff. Wow, we have Angel of Strength in reverse. That took quite some time to come out. And walking away in reverse is the underlying energy. Okay, let's get all the cards out and then we'll talk about specifics. Okay, let's see what is being healed within you. Wow, we have envy. Okay, that's interesting because we had that for Taurus, I believe. Wow, door to personal healing and happiness. How crazy is that? Because this is literally the card that is talking about healing. Okay, right. And lastly, let's see what is being strengthened within you. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a bit funny. We have indecision. Oh my goodness. And deceit as the underlying energy. Okay. Well, I'm very excited and very interested in getting into that. Let's see what's behind that though. Oh, wow. Anxiety. Anxiety and deceit. We're getting some hard-hitting energies. But okay, very interesting story unfolding here. So let's have a look. Your reading is really, as I said, it's a very, very, very fascinating story, it seems like. But it's also tinged with sadness a bit. And I'm actually going to start with the underlying energy. Not sadness in the sense that you have something like negative coming your way or anything like that, but I just feel like the sadness is coming from you. I'm guessing the aspect that things are not what they seem to you right now, or you're not seeing things clearly. So more than anything, I feel that there is self-deception going on. And that's why this card is coming out, because again, it's backed by anxiety. So I kind of feel that that's the root of this confusion that you are in, or this unclarity. Because I don't actually feel that anything is necessarily wrong. I don't feel from your reading that anything is that you are in the midst of like, or in the midst of some kind of problem or chaos, or that you are in the midst of some kind of crisis. I don't actually feel that. I feel that the illusion is being brought on by yourself because of this anxiety card. So this to me is talking about self-deception, that things or some kind of situation is not actually how it looks to you. It's not what it seems. There's a lot more going on, like behind the scenes. And it seems that the main source of this, as I said, the main source of this illusion, right, was this anxiety card. I'm actually going to keep those two together. It seems that that's the main root for this not seeing things clearly. And I feel that that's why the Angel of Strength came out in reverse. Because this, I feel, is talking about you. I feel that you are being driven forward from a place of fear, from a place of uncertainty and mistrust in yourself. There's a lot of doubt. This card to me is like the Strength card in tarot. So when it comes out in reverse, it's telling me that there is a lot of doubtful energy that is stemming from you, and it is regarding yourself. So I kind of feel like this fear, and remember the underlying energy for that was walking away. I can't remember where it was, but the card was walking away in reverse, right? So there's this hesitation, there's this fear, there's this like questioning of yourself and of your path. There is a lot of uncertainty, and again, as I said, it's tying in with this anxiety card, and I feel like that's why this deceit card is the underlying energy, because you seem to be operating from a very, very, very fragile place right now, where you don't seem to have a lot of, where you don't seem to have something very solid to rely on. So seeing that that's your main driving force, it makes sense that this card is here, saying that, hey, you know, what you think you know and how you think things are is not actually true. It's not real. It's stemming from your own anxieties, from your own worries, and from your own fears, right? From your own like phantoms. Some kind of false belief about yourself seems to be driving you forward right now. Or I should say it's like kind of keeping you back, but because we're talking about what is the main energy for you right now, then it seems that that's what it is. This hesitation, this worry, this anxiety, this fear, and uncertainty and disbelief in your own powers and in your own abilities. And now we have this envy card, which is what is being healed within you, right? And this is kind of like feeding into this energy over here, where I feel like because you are so doubtful about your own energy, about your own powers, it seems that like everyone else in comparison seems to be doing so much better than you. And even though, again, it's an illusion, right? It's not real. The way that you see things is not how things necessarily actually truly are. So even if you look at other people and you feel like everyone else has their life all figured out and you are the only one who is like struggling and flailing about and not having a clue what to do, it's not true. It's exaggerated and it's just not true. So I feel that this aspect of you comparing yourself to others, feeling envious or feeling jealous of others, feeling like you don't have what others have, that's what's being healed within you. Because again, remember, the underlying energy was the door to personal healing and happiness, or something like that. So I feel like this contentment and and just belief and trust in yourself, getting yourself back to this centered position of focusing on yourself and your own journey, and turning your focus away from what is happening around you seems to be what the energy is, where the energy is drawn to right now. That seems to be one of the main things that is happening for you. So you are in the process of kind of regaining your balance, regaining your strength, regaining your confidence. Now, the only card that I feel is like kind of not making sense to me is this indecision card. At first, I kind of got the sense that maybe this is talking about like options, because this is what is being strengthened within you, right? But it doesn't really make sense to me. So what I decided to do was I want to clarify this card. So let's clarify. I haven't clarified for any of the other signs, but this is really confusing. So let's see. Wow, we have the King of Wands in reverse with the Devil in reverse. Oh my goodness, and the Seven of Swords. We have deceit again, because that's the essence of the Seven of Swords. It's literally the deceit card. Okay, so it seems that what is being strengthened within you is more of an open mind. It's having a more like open and receptive attitude to life and to your journey, to your path in general. And it's allowing you not to it's not tying you down to anything. It's not getting sucked into anything very concrete and binding and limiting. It's kind of keeping you in this like liminal space where everything is open for you, where you have a more open mind and you are more allowing of things. Because like both of these very strong control and like decision making and authoritative cards have come out in reverse. So I kind of feel like it's just talking about openness. It's that moment where you haven't committed yourself to a specific path yet, where everything is open, where everything is kind of at your feet. And that's what's being strengthened, with being okay, with like having more flow, and not necessarily trying to force or push anything in a specific way, because it may just be that what you think is the right path for you might not necessarily be the best path for you. So I feel like, again, like relinquishing control, stepping down from this position of like making decisions, like very concrete decisions, and allowing yourself to be like carried and nudged in the right decision, rather than being the decisive, authoritative, decision-making part yourself. Rather than taking up that part yourself, allowing some things to kind of unfold as they will. Because again, we have this Seven of Swords as the underlying energy, which, as I said, is kind of like the deceit card all over again. This is talking about, how like you might end up like shooting yourself in the foot if you try and force things to be a very specific way. Because again, it might not be what you actually truly want or what actually truly makes you happy. it might not be what you think. Because again, it seems that your vision is very much clouded at this time. So it's best to kind of stay put, take some time out to just breathe, to look around you, to listen, to feel, and then see where you are being guided or nudged towards. But, okay, I feel like we can put those cards to the side now. And let's get the other cards out. So this is the Lightseers Tarot. And let's get some additional information about these cards out. So starting with the Angel of Strength in reverse. Let's see why this is your main driving force. I would not be surprised if we actually get the Strength cards come out in some of these positions. We have the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse. One more. Oh, wow. That's so many. That is so many. But I feel for some reason that they are needed. Yeah, wow. Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse, and the Star with this Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel that there's been some serious loss of hope that has taken place. That there is you seem to be struggling emotionally. That's clear from the Five of Cups. There's a certain kind of, it's actually tying in with this envy card. There seems to be a certain kind of yearning or feeling a sense of lack, feeling a sense of loss and a sense of lack. And I almost get the sense that something happened that completely, like something that you kind of relied on came crumbling down with this Tower card. And I feel like it turned your world upside down. And I feel like that's what brought about this kind of loss of faith, loss of trust. I feel like you really want to restore your faith. I feel like you really, really want to get to that point again. I feel like you're yearning for some kind of positive sign. But at the same time, looking at these three cards over here, it's almost like you are, as I said, it's almost like you're flailing about aimlessly. I feel like you're really struggling. I don't know exactly what is going on with you because, of course, you know your own circumstances the best. So you know how this applies. But it seems that you are really struggling. So whatever you lost, whatever you had kind of, whatever you had relied upon, or whatever you thought was going to happen, whatever was your plan, whatever was your vision that you were working towards, and that didn't play out the way that you expected, whatever that was that came crashing down for you, I feel like that's what has brought this this kind of anxiety and worry and insecurity about. That's the cause of this. But with the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse, I'm feeling again, I'm kind of getting a confirmation for this Deceit card. Meaning that what you think about yourself and how, like, the insecurities and the doubts that you are experiencing about yourself, that they are not true. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. And with the Star card coming out upright, you are actually safe. You are actually, like, nothing is, how should I say it? Nothing is actually truly completely lost. Maybe this opportunity, maybe this thing that you had your eye on, that you kind of in your own mind had in the bag already, and that turned out to be something that you ended up losing. Even if that is lost, even if that thing or that path or that decision or that person or that circumstance, even if that is lost for you, it doesn't mean that everything is lost. And it might actually have been like a blessing in disguise. Because with the Star card, as I said, I feel like things are very much still on track for you. And you can still reach your whatever it is that you were hoping for. But I just feel like it's going to be coming about in a different way than what you had envisioned or what you had planned. And I feel like that's why this indecision is here as something that is being strengthened. That's why it's so necessary for you to have this open mind and to put down the reins, because it seems that there are bigger plans in store for you that you can't really manage or control yourself. It's not something that you can necessarily control. Do you see how she's holding this rope or this like thread to this star, to her destiny? It's not that like she can't control the skies. Wherever this star is, she can only follow it. She's being led. She's not doing the leading, because the star in the sky is not going to change its spot. It's she who has to do the moving towards this star. So again, it seems that you have been trying too hard to make something happen, but it was coming from a place that it seems that it was coming from a place that didn't have all the information. And even though this ending might have been a blow to your ego, even though it might have made you question and doubt and get into this slump, this emotional and energetic slump, and turn everything on its head, I feel that it's still going according to plan. It's exactly how it's meant to be. Just don't lose hope. Don't let yourself get sucked into that, because again, right? Remember, you're not seeing things clearly. You're not seeing things clearly. It's in your head. These demons, these fears, these worries are in your head, and they are not necessarily based on reality, right? So don't allow yourself to get sucked into that. And even if you are, that's okay too. We all have that. We all experience that. We all get sucked into these dark abysses at times. But I just feel that the reason why these energies of like deceit and like not seeing things clearly and having an open mind, why these are coming out so strongly, is to kind of reassure you that even if that's how you see things right now, even if you feel that there is no hope, there actually is. And it's all in your head. Your mind is playing tricks on you. So yeah, I feel like that was really important to emphasize. But sorry, I know we need to move on. This reading is probably already 1,000 years long. But let's look at this envy card. So what I'm interested in is seeing how this is going to be healed for you. How will this envy be healed for Cancer? Oh, interesting. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I actually love that. We have the Four of Wands in reverse and we have the Nine of Cups. So, I think you're going to find joy and fulfillment in a completely unexpected place. And it's, I kind of get the feeling that not being tied down to anything like too specific, or having the having like different options and having everything open for you is actually a blessing. The fact that you don't have anything that is tying you down, that you don't have any, like, this is a very specific example, but especially if you are a young person, if you are single, if you don't have any family responsibilities of your own, if you don't have any children, if you don't have any like huge overheads, if you don't have any like big responsibilities like that, if you are free to live your own life and focus on your own journey and where you want your life to go and what kind of experiences you want to have, then I think you'll kind of start seeing all of the blessings that are hidden there, all of the blessings that are hidden in having this freedom and having this openness and like not being like everyone else, being different from everyone else, having a journey that doesn't match how everyone else is following their journey. I think you kind of find some true joy from that, which will then in turn make this whole like comparing yourself to others thing, it will like kind of take care of itself. It will completely get rid of it. And even if like, and it's not to say that you will never get envious of other people again. It's a very human thing to do. It's a very human thing to experience. But it's just like for this time, for this moment in time that we're talking about, it seems that you will kind of be able to free yourself of the constraints of like, you know, yearning for something that other people have and feeling shitty in comparison. So yeah, I'm really loving this Nine of Cups here. I really am. And lastly, let's look at this mysterious indecision card. So I want to see how this is going to kind of benefit you, or what you'll be able to do once you kind of attain this strengthened aspect within you, what this will allow you to do moving forward. Oh my goodness, sorry. The Seven of Wands still came out. Oh wow, death and rebirth. Yeah, okay, one more please. What will this indecision, this strengthened indecision, what will it allow Cancer to do moving forward? Oh, whoa, okay. Okay, I'm going to take this one because these didn't turn over. And the Page of Wands in reverse is the underlying energy. Interesting. I'm feeling that the more open-minded you become, the more okay you become with having or being in this like liminal space of not having anything like concrete, and again like letting go of the reins, right? Letting go of like actively pushing things to happen in a way that you deem appropriate for yourself. I feel like it's allowing you to kind of stay focused, to stay calm, and to stay peaceful and centered, even in situations that that might push other people off balance. And I also feel with the Six of Swords in reverse that by being more open, by allowing yourself to be carried forward, it's kind of going to lessen those situations where you end up going through some kind of lesson and like realizing how maybe the decision that you took or the path that you chose wasn't truly what you expected, and like you find yourself having to move in a new direction, move in a different direction again. you won't have to experience those kinds of situations as much, where you come out of the situation disappointed and needing to set course on a new path because it wasn't really what you were looking for. And that's truly what the Six of Swords is leaving something behind that was disappointing, that wasn't what you wanted, that wasn't what you were looking for, and having to set sights on something better, looking for something better. So in a sense, it's like protecting you. I'm looking at this bubble, and it's like I see this protection, and I'm also saying it because of this Page of Wands in reverse, because pages are very youthful, enthusiastic, and very optimistic, but they can also be very, sometimes like foolish and rush into things, right? Because they are very inexperienced. So with it coming out in reverse, I'm kind of sensing that there will be less of those like rushed or impulsive decisions that might end up backfiring on you, that you might feel weren't actually the best decisions to make. And behind that we have the Four of Swords, which is, it's like kind of tying in with the Seven of Wands, having this peaceful, having this relaxed state and state of mind, more specifically because it's the swords. So yeah, I feel like it's going to offer you this more centered, more grounded, more peaceful way of being, and not getting swayed as easily, where it's almost like the divine is going to protect you from your own like decisions that are not in your highest good. So in essence, it's like it's protecting yourself from yourself, but it's only talking about this situation, right, where you're not seeing things clearly, where your mind is clouded, where your judgment is clouded because of whatever the loss is, or whatever this disappointment is that you experienced, and that has made you question everything and your own powers. And even if it wasn't anything specific, it still seems to have roots, deep roots in your emotional body, in your emotional security and well-being. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave your reading there because I feel like I've been taking up so much of your time as it is. I truly hope that this reading helped you in some way, because as I said, it's so fascinating and it was so multi-layered, and I really love that this aspect is being strengthened in you, this more trusting and more allowing aspect, because I feel like it's really going to make this period and make your whole journey a lot easier for you and a lot more enjoyable as well. So yeah, I really hope that you got something useful and positive from this. If you did resonate with what I was saying, if this made sense to you, and if you recognize the story, then please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all those kinds of things that you, if you feel like you want to do that. But like the thumbs up aspect is something that I would be most grateful for, because it would let me know that I have been useful to you. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope to see you guys very soon in my next reading. But in the meantime, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.